Welcome to Sassy and Classy Real Estate World. Today is my guest, beautiful Christelle. Thank you for coming. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me, Katarina. It's a pleasure. This is my first podcast ever, so I feel very honored to be here. My name is Christelle. I was born in France. I've been in the US for 21 years. I can't believe it's been that long. Before the US, I was in Mexico for 4 years. So I'm kind of a melting pot. I speak Spanish, I speak French, I speak English. In my house, we speak 3 languages. And I went to school for hospitality management in Paris. I studied in hotels, and then I worked in hotels for 17 years, luxury hotels, the Star Hotels. That was the brand that Marriott acquired right before COVID. So that was the Sheraton, the Westin, St. Regis, SLS, W Hotels, all those brands. Now they're under the Marriott umbrella, and I was working in their group sales department. So if you wanted to organize a convention in the hotel, you had to deal with me. I would be the one negotiating the room rates, the banquet, the AV, all that good stuff. That was me. And then I did that for 17 years, and I absolutely adore my job. I got to travel the world. I got to organize amazing events. I got to deal with celebrities. I ended up working in LA, in West Hollywood, at a gorgeous hotel, dealing with the entertainment market. I mean, I've done it all, and I loved it. And then COVID happened. And what happened when COVID happened? The hotel shut down, and we all lost our job. So I had to find something else to do. And my husband, who was a kitchen designer at the time and still is, invited me to join him because, with my luxury experience, I had the eye for it. I knew what looked good, what felt good, and how to elevate a space. And then so I joined this company, JVM Kitchens, and I kind of elevated the brand, and we kind of went after the luxury market in Miami. And so we've been doing it for 6 years now, and then we added the real estate markets to the business last year.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love how you very secure in yourself. You know what you do, and you know what you need to do, and when one chapter closed in your life, you just move to another chapter. So tell me why you decided to be a real estate agent.
So, in our kitchen design business, we run into the situation where when people are renovating their home, they either just purchase the home, or they're renovating because they want to invest and then make it a rental. And then so there were a lot of real estate opportunities that we could see, but we had to pass on. They would ask us, do you know a realtor that could help us? And we're like, oh, sure, we know realtors. And we kept saying to ourselves, why can't we take this on? We're just giving the business away to other people. Why can't we do this? So after a few years of my husband pushing me, and I'm like, no, I don't know. And I had that bad, I had a bad energy, that bad perception of a realtor. I don't know why, but I just felt, And then I realized, you know what? Why not? And then, I just went and I took my license and I became a realtor a year ago. And I love it. And I wish I had done that 4 years ago, like he asked me to. And,
I'm actually surprised that you rejected, because you have personality, you have knowledge, you're very beautiful inside and outside. I'm surprised you rejected, because I think you're perfect for real estate world.
I think I was looking in the wrong places for references, and I thought realtors were kind of a shady and charlatan almost. I just did not know what I was talking about, and I was looking in the wrong places. And now I am in the world, I realized, wow, no. Yes, of course, there's some bad apples in the business, like everywhere. But there's also amazing people with great knowledge and great personality.
I'm 100% agree.
But I was focused on those, and when I should have looked at those, and I would have started much, much earlier.
If not real estate, what would you do?
I really love languages. I think to me languages is the future, is what opens your mind to other cultures and experiences and how other people live their life and how to understand them. And I feel like if I didn't focus myself on business, sales, I would have become a language teacher. My grandfather was a German and English teacher and a Latin teacher. So languages have always been very important in our family. We speak 3 languages at home, and I see how amazing impact he has on my young children. I have an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old and a 15-year-old, and they all speak 3 languages, and I can see how different that is from other kids their age, and I know I'm bringing them so much value for their future, and I wish all the kids could have that, because that opens door for such an amazing future. And yeah, if I didn't do real estate, I would definitely focus on teaching the world how languages are important. For sure.
That's amazing how you encourage and you're like, you do real estate and then you care about your family. How you manage all of that time?
I wouldn't be able to do it without my husband. I mean, I don't know how single mothers do it, or single fathers, single parents in general. To be a working parent, it's insane. Because, you know, when you have children, you think, oh yeah, baby is cute. But once they are in that age where they start going to school, there's so much more to it. You got the homework. Like, I go pick them up at 5:30. From the moment we get home to the moment they go to bed, I have not 1 second to myself. Not one. You know, for those that don't have children, they go home, they check their phone, they get to work on the computer, they get to read, whatever they need to do, they go to the gym. I have 0. And then every single parent is in the same situation. And, you know, you go home, you got to feed them, you got to bathe them, you got to do the homework, you got to spend time with them, you got to talk about the day, you got to talk about whatever events is going to happen, the birthday parties, the whatever. You have 0 minutes to yourself. And if I didn't have my husband with me, I wouldn't be able to do it. There's no way. And then that's the evening. But the morning, you got to get them ready. You got to bring them to school. You got to make sure all the paperwork is signed. It's insane.
Oof, I was like, oh my goodness.
And you don't know those things. Like when you know, when you're a woman and you get married and you want a baby and all you want is having a baby because you want to be pregnant and be the mom. But oh my God, once you have that baby, it's forever. You know, you can't just put it back because it's too much work.
You know, it's like, I always remember the movie Eat, Pray, and Love, when she said, when you have a baby, it's like you have a tattoo on your forehead. And this is, I mean, it is true. But how you manage your love life with your husband then?
Well, you know, you got to find your daytime, and it's definitely not the same. But you also have to look at the big picture. You can't be selfish. It's not about you anymore. It's not about him anymore. It's about the children. And, you know, that's thing a lot of couples, that's where they fail, because they still are trying to keep it about themselves. It's about your children, but somehow you got to find it about your couple as well. It's finding a happy middle, find the right battles, choose your battles. But, you know, as you grow older with your partner and your children gets older, you appreciate that. But at the beginning, yeah, I'm not gonna say it's easy. It's not easy. It really isn't. Like the first 2-3 years, I think that's when a couple is the most vulnerable, because you have to change your entire dynamic and the children are so demanding. So if you don't have a strong base as your couple, you're not gonna make it. You really are not. And so you're gonna, regardless of how strong your couple is, you're gonna fight and you're gonna be needy. One of you is gonna be more needy at some point, a man, a woman. You're gonna have to realize it's not about you anymore. It's about those little things that you put in this world. They didn't ask to be here. You put them there, so they come first. And once they're all set, then it's your turn, but not the other way around. Never.
So what advice would you give? How to manage relationship and business and your kids?
Before you have kids, you gotta talk about it. You gotta talk about how you're gonna raise a family. You can't just go for it and hope for the best and hope that things are gonna work out. You gotta talk about your values. You gotta talk about you wanna raise your children. You gotta talk about religion. If you wanna have any religion, how you're gonna raise them. You gotta talk about all of this. You gotta be ready before you have any children in the picture, because once you have your children, you have no time to do this anymore. And you gotta have everything in place in order to function. You cannot just be surprised at the end.
I agree with you, because I think when you set, maybe some people say the boundaries, but I don't feel it's the boundaries. Like when you find someone that you like and you go on a date and then you feel like you like the person, and when you tell the person what you expect from relationship, I think that's how you find yourself the same in a marriage, like you said, I just heard a lot from the people. I don't have any kids, but I'm like, I don't know how people do that, because I work a lot, and then I want to have fun with my partner, and then I want to have fun with my friends, and then I want to keep up with my job. So it's a lot.
It is. And as when you have a family, at least for us, we naturally lost friends that who didn't have children, just because we're now on a different level. Not that we are better or lesser than them, but just that now we have children and they don't, so they can't understand what we're doing, and we also can no longer understand how they live their life, because now our priority is no longer about ourselves. So you're gonna find yourself attracted to friends that have children, because you kind of on the same boat.
Yes, your circle completely changed.
But
I think it does help a little bit, because we do live in the beautiful Miami. And why do you think people should invest in Miami?
Listen, Miami has proven over and over that this is the destination for investment and for pleasure. I think during COVID, we truly saw why Miami is the best place on earth. We had the best government when it came to COVID lockdown, the best weather, the best government in terms of tax, and now what was going on in New York and California and other states, and their tax policies, it's bringing everybody down to Miami, and then Miami is just beginning to explode. And today we had a great meeting with the future of Miami. It's only getting better. We're just at the beginning of Miami's explosion, and if people do not invest in Miami now and the next few months, it's gonna be too late, and they're gonna regret it, because it's gonna be way too unaffordable. Now is the time to invest in Miami.
I'm 100% agree. But if not Miami, where would you live and buy?
I honestly think the other place worth in investing right now is Miami and Dubai. That's it. Just those two places. Everywhere else in the world, it's not worth it.
I see how you know everything, what you want in life, what you should do in your marriage, in your job. So which advice would you give to a new real estate agent?
When I got into real estate, I didn't realize how much knowledge you need about everything. It's not just about being cute and showing how to tour a house. You gotta know about mortgages. You gotta know about plumbing. You gotta know about roofing. You gotta know about negotiation. You gotta have connection with every single industry in the construction, and it's insane the knowledge that you need to be good at real estate. It really, every day I learn something new, and I cannot believe how much time it's been taking me to understand how much knowledge I need. I'm still at the bottom, and I've been doing it for a year and a half now, and I feel like I know nothing yet still. It's incredible. I mean, people that talk crap about real estate agents, they have no idea what we do on a daily basis. We do so much, and we need to know so much to be good at our jobs.
I agree with you, but what was more surprising for you in real estate business? Like what you did not expect?
I knew that was going to be a difficult business, but it's a shark. It is a shark eat shark, or dog eat shark. I think we see in English, dog eat dog world. It is tough. It's very competitive. Oh my God, it's who you know in real estate. It's who you know who's gonna bring you that big deal. It's that how's gonna help you make that deal. That's what's important in real estate.
I'm 100% agree. And like the stress you deal in every day. So who is your best friend? Who's helping you go through some stress or changes in your career?
My husband. No other we've been together, we've been through highs and lows, and he knows everything about me. I know everything about him, and he's seen me he's seen me at my lowest and at my highest, and he's as excited as I am on a daily basis about my career. When I get to show a crazy $1 million unit, he gets as excited as I am, and there's nothing like having someone supportive. You know, like today I'm here with you. It's evening. You know, he's home taking care of the kids, and you know I couldn't do all this without his support. So yeah, he's that's him.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. And you know, when I hear from people, my husband is my best friend, what you just said, I can feel it's the best relationship that you could ever have.
It is. It's your most important one because, you know, when you go home at night and you go to bed and that's the person that's next to you and that's the person's going to wake up next to you, what else do you need? You don't need anybody else. You don't need anybody else.
No, I'm 100% agree. Like, we have a lot of stress as a real estate agent every day. You know, something happened with a deal, something happened with a client. How do you work through the stress? What do you do? How you manage stress in your life?
So I'm going to be very honest.
Please do.
This time of now of this year, I've decided to quit alcohol because I feel like I've been relying on it for stress relief, and I realized that it's definitely not the healthy way. And now I've reached a point in my career where I'm gonna go to a next level, and I need nothing to stop me from my goal. And I think that would be the one thing that would prevent me from getting where I need. So I have stopped this. I've decided to completely stop it, and I've instead relied to Bible study and God, and this is what's been amazing. Since I've relied on reading the Bible on a daily basis, going to church every single week, and being involved in my church, in my community, things have flourished for me, and it's incredible. It's incredible. I can't explain it.
What recently changed for you? Can you share with us?
Yeah, I've joined the best team in Miami, Compass, the Ivan and Mike team specifically. They are the number one team in new construction in Miami. And Ivan and Mike, which are our leaders, they are titans in this industry, in the new construction. And I've joined them a few weeks ago, and I've learned so much already. And if in 3 weeks I've learned so much, I can only imagine in a year or 2 or 3 from now, the sky's the limit. They focus on luxury. 100 million units, you know, like.
What do you like the most about them?
They are humble. They are so not arrogant. You would never guess that's the type of deals that they handle. You would never guess it. But yet they're huge. They're huge. You say to anyone in Miami, you tell them Ivan and my team, they know exactly who they are. It's insane. I'm so blessed, and that's thanks to God, and that's it. No one else.
I'm so happy for you, because we met with you a couple months ago, and I saw how unhappy you was, and I'm like, this woman, she's so smart, and you're a very good person inside and outside, and you're so beautiful, and you have such a good knowledge. I'm like, I just want you to be happy. I'm like supporter. I know some people tell me crazy, but I am so happy for you where you are right now on that level, because you deserve it more than anyone.
Thank you. I really, it means a lot. Thank you so much.
I am so
happy. I've been praying for an entire year to be in this position, and I got it, and I'm gonna work my butt off to prove that I can do it, to learn as much as I can. And yeah, I look forward to showing everyone $14 million units whenever they want to, because now I have access to them.
So you said you worked on this for a year, so it's very hard to join that particular team, correct? And tell me why.
Because it's by invitation only. So they only allow one person a year to come in. And for them to bring you in, that means someone has to leave. So, you know, it's like a waiting list. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing what's happened in your life.
Yes.
Can you imagine how your life can change like this?
Yes.
In one click.
Yes.
And one blink.
Yes.
You know, I always say you just need to meet the right people sometimes.
Yes.
And the right person. Be in the right place and the right time.
Mm-hmm.
So you said you are with this company right now. Tell me about your favorite listing that you have right now.
So on my 4th day with the team, for the team right now, I just started. So I'm the showing agent. So we have a ton of listing, and whenever someone requests to go see it, I'm the one that come and show you the listing. So I have to know a lot about different listings. But my favorite one is at 5 Park, which is in South Beach. So it's right at the bridge between South Beach and north of South Beach. So it's south of 5th, basically. It's 5 Park. It was just built. It's a unit on the 42nd floor, combining 2 units, the O1 and the O5 line. So it's over 5,000 square feet. You have 180 degrees
Amazing.
From the beach all the way to the cruise ship, the port. Imagine that. And it's $14 million.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's insane. Like,
And
first
you
time I
showed-
walked in and I'm showing it. And I showed it twice. And it's insane. And I have to pinch myself that this is what I'm showing
I'll
now.
pinch you.
Yeah.
To remind you.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Totally.
so happy for you, seriously. So we talk about your family life, we talk about how successful you are right now. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I definitely see myself still working for the same company, the same team. I just see myself as a senior agent within that team. I no longer will be a showing agent. I'll be one of those agents that are producing a minimum of 15 million, if not more, a year. 100%. I'm fully invested in learning as much as I can from these guys. They are Titan, like I said, and I'm gonna learn as much as I can to be just like them.
Which advice would you give to a new real estate agent?
I would say don't waste your time as a solo agent. Join a team right away. Yes, you're gonna have to split your commission, but guess what? The knowledge you're gonna get is priceless. And time is money.
I'm 100% agree with you. And I always tell other agents, share your commission. Like if you feel that you need to close the deal with somebody else, right now you work in a team, that's different for you. You have a backup office, you have people behind you, but some agents, they don't have it. And instead of, being greedy, just find somebody else who can help you. Because that's what I see right now. And I feel if everybody would focus on deliver to the client instead of focusing on commission, it's going to be completely different real estate world. You're going to be completely different real estate agent, and you will get more clients because your clients would recommend you to someone.
Absolutely.
And you're going to build yourself completely different presentation. You're not going to be just like, oh, Katarina who cares about commission. No, I'm Katarina who take care of my clients and I want to deliver the best. And if I couldn't, I will find someone who would. So, Christel, what do you think, what is more important, personality or knowledge for real estate agents?
Personality, 100%. You can learn anything, but if you don't have the right personality, you're not going to be able to connect with the people. People are going to feel your energy. They're gonna, if you're not 100% like honest or truthful or genuine, they're gonna feel it. Those people, they know. And if you don't know your stuff, you can always learn it. That's what experience comes in. And it's okay to say, I don't know, but let me find out for you. It's totally fine. But if you're arrogant or you're a liar or you're deceitful, people are gonna know that. Then you're gonna lose business. You're not gonna find good customers, or they're never gonna come back and do business again. But personality, yes, people are gonna remember you, come back to you, refer you, and then you'll be successful.
I'm 100% agree with you, and a lot of people telling me that personality is way more important than knowledge. So which advice would you give to yourself?
I would say, in real estate, there's gonna be very tough days and there's gonna be great days, and you just can't quit on the bad days. You gotta be persistent and consistent and always true to yourself. Things will turn around if you keep doing the right things, because eventually people are gonna quit, but if you don't, you'll be the last one standing. There's 90% of agents that start a career after 1 year they quit. 90%. So if you keep doing it, you're gonna get the bird. Worm. You're gonna get the worm, not the bird.
Yes, because it's not easy business. That's the reason I'm doing this podcast, because I do really want our consumers to see what we do for them. We fight for them in every single transaction, and we get home, we get stressed. not because we're not getting commission, because things not working out, because you put your reputation there, your face there, so you represent your clients. So that's why I really want them to understand what real estate professionals, what we do for them. Like when we go home, we do worry, oh, how this deal gonna work out? Oh, my client want this, or my client want, I don't know, something else. So I just really want them to understand us, what we do for them.
I really think we are misunderstood, and I really felt like I misunderstood what this was, and that's why I didn't want to do it back in the days. And now that I am in it, oh my God, this business is amazing, and it's tough, and it takes a lot of energy, a lot of work, a lot of knowledge, and I don't think people appreciate what we do for them. But then when you're on the other side, I really have so much respect for good agents nowadays, now that I am in it. Yeah, and this is great that you're doing that to show people what the industry is about, and thank you for doing that.
Yeah, sure, but that's another thing why I want to do my podcast. And like you said, consumers, I think they do not appreciate, they just don't know what we go through. Like you said, you have a family, you have kids. So after work, like stressful day, you come home and you still think about this client. Instead of like when people have a regular job, they work till whatever, 9 till 5, they go home, have a glass of wine and forget about it. But we couldn't. Like sometimes I cannot forget about it. I think, what can I do better? How I should deliver better? So that's why I really want to educate our consumers, clients. Sometimes clients became to be friends, what we do for them. I just really want them to feel what we go through. And I think when they will understand, also transaction going to be completely different story. Like I take care of our clients. We want to deliver to them.
Yeah,
and I just want them to understand, like, you said you have 2 kids and you have a husband right now who like taking care of kids at home, so you can come and thank you for coming to the podcast with me. But this is like everyday life, and nobody is thinking about that. So I just want people know. It's like, it doesn't mean we need to have a little crown.
Yeah, I agree, but we need to be appreciated.
Just to be, it all starts being appreciated. Yes,
absolutely.
I do really appreciate you coming. I appreciate your time. You are very knowledgeable, you're very smart, and I like how you talk about your family. It's amazing. And also, you said you're gonna quit alcohol, and I spoke with one real estate agent recently, and he told me he is not drinking for a year, and he is very successful right now because his mind is very clear
and focused.
Like every day he wake up, because you don't have a hangover, you just wake up and you're ready to work. He said he sleeps better at night because sometimes, when you have more than a couple glasses of wine, you cannot fall asleep. Forget about that bottle I had last night. Some people tell me I don't drink a lot. I just have 2 glasses champagne or my 2 martinis. Sometimes I try to do it only once a week, so that's my limit too. And I felt a shift in my life. Like I became to be very focused and organized. Sometimes I do like no drink for 2 weeks and completely different. I'm completely different person. I'm like focusing. I sleep better. I wake up. I'm very productive. That's what I would say.
Absolutely.
But I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm very happy where you are right now at Compass. And I'm very happy that you're showing $14 million property. You deserve it.
Thank you.
You deserve it. I'm very happy for you. Thank you for coming. I'll
pleasure.
have more information about my beautiful friend at the end of the video. But thank you for coming, my Sassy and Classy podcast.
Thank you for having me. Love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.